couple Rachel.
I see a couple things on note cards.
Okay.
First, I want to say thank you very much to you, Darlene, for spearheading the whole thing. Rachel, we can't say thanks enough for how much you do for the school, getting this working and moving it forward. And just from seeing the slides and what's been done and the interactive and the Moodles you're showing us, it's amazing how far I think our district is ahead of others in the area of technology right now. So hopefully it's adhering to the students as they leave and go to high school, and maybe it'll transform the high school a little bit too. But I think you guys have done a great job. So thank you very much.
Thank you for that. And the thing, I think everybody's putting tools in place nowadays. Everybody's bringing in tools. But I think the question we always have to answer is how are we using the tool? What is the purpose of the tool? Because anybody can have a tool. But is the tool connected to learning, and is it connected to curriculum and instruction? And that's what you people have continually, and I mean in a positive way, kept in the forefront of us, and it's caused us to continue to look deeper so we could, I think, transform instruction for kids.
Yeah, Joe's questions. So we're going to go with yours?
Sure. One of my questions is what were the teachers saying, so I appreciate that you had that information there for us, so thank you for that. Can we go on that learning.com and explore? Is that like something that we can go and take a look at to have an understanding of what that is?
Actually, what I have done is I have my machine that prints off the paper. It broke today. We had to call repairman in. So I wasn't able to bring a copy for every one of you, so I will scan these in, and I wouldn't want to bring a copy for everybody because we're not using paper. So I'll scan these in, and I'll send out, it'll be a 4-page, because you get to see it, and that'll just give you a little insight into it, yes. Right. Absolutely.
And then my other one was just, and it's somewhat related to this, but have any of the teachers moved into like flipped classrooms or flipped teaching, and how's that going over there?
Our math curriculum, those are probably the teachers that have experimented the most with blended learning, as most districts have. Math is usually where you start. It's a pretty easy progression to do that. I think that Jim Dembowski, our 8th grade teacher, has been kind of a leader and has gone to a lot of workshops on it and helped other teachers do that as well. It was nice to have that platform for posting all of that information on it, and it's always something that the teachers are wanting to do as well. So we have some nice recording tools, software that we use to do that. So yes, I definitely think that we're moving forward on that.
I think you're going to see the science teachers using it a little bit more. I mean, you envision, you spend a whole period, 45 minutes on teaching safety for science the first day of school. Put it on a flip learning, go home, 5 minutes, learning safety, come back, take a quiz the next day, and move on in your unit. So I envision more in science. I probably didn't put in here, the state of Wisconsin offers the SLATE conference, which is a huge technology conference, and it's just growing and growing and growing. And in the first year it was in place, we went as a building, and we sent people from all the elementary buildings. I mean, it's just that the elementary got lots of stuff on the on applications and the iPad and brought that back. We went with the purpose of the personalized learning this year. So that's where we just really learn. Rachel goes, Sarah Shepard goes. Sarah was kind of buddied up with the elementary this year. Rachel was kind of buddied up elementary and with the middle school. And that's where we bring back the learning we do, and then we figure out how to incorporate it in our buildings in the district.
Sure. Thanks. That's what I have.
Okay.
Anything else on that?
Sure. I was noticing that there's areas that are exposed to the students at a given time, and the students work ahead, or are they kind of crowded?
It depends on the course and what the curriculum is that they're working on. And that's that personalized learning piece too that a lot of our teachers are working towards, so that they can work at their own pace and they're getting the instruction that they need. Moodle is also a great tool for that, and depending on the unit, I have seen teachers who can use that, yes.
I noticed that they were logging the minutes of reading that they were going to be doing as opposed to words or pages of reading. I'm thinking if you're a weaker reader, you probably need to spend more time on it. So I was wondering if maybe words or pages would be a better measure there.
As a librarian, I'm right there with you. But obviously that would be a question for Jessica Redder. I'm not sure about that exact numbers required.
I'm assuming you have to initialize the Moodle each semester or each year for the students that you have in it.
Right.
And is that reasonably easy to do, or is that?
It's actually
Any question?
We actually back up the Moodle after the end of each year, and then students are brought into a big pool that they're in, and teachers, what they do is they set up an enrollment key, so students can actually go in and enroll into the classroom. So when we add our students to our system, they're automatically synced to the Moodle, and then students are able to enroll in the class that they need to.
I have Blackboard that I end up using. And it brings the students' well, but it doesn't bring my stuff in. I have to really work and bring it in. So it's nice to see this. Seems a little easier to use that way. Do you use Moodle curriculum from other sources, or is it all internal that you're using?
What do you mean when you say other sources, Paul?
Outside the building, is there a community of Moodle? And are you grabbing onto the best of those things and bringing them in?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is there some area or some way that you clarify your research areas? How do you say, you know, just because it's on the internet doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So how do you?
Well, obviously, our standards always drive what we are going to research in the class. And then as a district, probably 2 or 3 years ago, we adopted the Super 3 research model for grades K-3 and the Big 6 research model for 4-8. And that is a national research model that we follow, and it has 6 steps of progression. And obviously, in there, it includes sources and evaluating credit websites.
I'd like to know more about that.
I can absolutely give you more
More
information.
information on that.